Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Lilly Sketchpad, brought to you by Force One Studios. I'm your host, Tom Lilly. Anyway, as you can see, I have gone straight for the kill today. I am taking it right to one step because we got a lot to do in a very short period of time. Um, I'm moving right to my books to back segment. That's right. Hey, folks, we got people out there who are in this wonderful little movement, this independent campaign movement. We have to try to help them out as much as we possibly can. Let's keep this free market going, keep people interested. As I said before, a lot of these projects look really, really cool. Many of them have done projects before, and from what I understand, they've been awesome campaigns, been very successful campaigns. So history's proven when something's successful, if the person's successful the first time and provides what he promises or she promises, hey, we need to keep it going. Reward those who are honest, right? Anyway, so first up, we have my very good friend Elliot Fernandez. He has done a black and red campaign before this book, and he was I have a wonderful book of mine of his, and plus a piece of artwork, the Spider-Man print that's hanging up on my wall. It's really good stuff. I really highly suggest you back him on this campaign. He is a jerkmonger. The name of his book is Doom Kicker. You can see the link below. I highly recommend it. He has currently got 8 days left on his campaign. He is sitting at 28,110. Woohoo! Hey, man, he's doing awesome. But he is paying other people to do portions of his book, trying to get other people involved. He wants professional lettering. He wants professional coloring. He wants all this wonderful stuff that's going on. I don't think he's only doing the lettering, but he's got some other people involved in the project. Other people need to get paid as well. So in order for him to get paid, he needs to make a little bit more. So hey, let's try to help him out here. After all, who wants to work for free? Do what you can. Pull cash from your pocket. Let your friends know. Share the link. Let's make this man's project a successful one. That way we can hopefully see more from him. Again, that is Elliot Fernandez. You can look him up on Indiegogo. Elliot Fernandez. You find him under Doom Kicker. He's got 8 days left on his project. Let's keep this going. All right. Next up, we have. Give me 1 second. Boom. We have Brian Shearer. Brian Shearer, artist for. He's done work for Marvel and DC. He's also been an artist on Transformers, G.I. Joe. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with those wonderful little TV programs. He was involved in the comic book projects, so he is a proven entity. Okay, so let's help this man out. He is currently sitting at 23,163. He's got 6 days left on his project, and he's looking for more. Let's help him out, guys. We got to keep this movement going. Help these creators make successful products so that we all see a better product, right? Okay, next up we have. 1 second. Boom. Okay, next up we have Doug Teepublic. Again, a very cool guy, very funny guy. Give him a little bit. Some people give him a little bad rap. I was just hearing about that today. Doesn't sound. I think it sounds justified. To be honest with you, every show I've watched of his so far, he's been a really cool, really interesting guy. So anyway, you gotta check out his project. His project's Earthworm Jim. Launch the cow. Guys, check him out. It looks like a really cool project. I know I personally backed this project. As a matter of fact, I've backed almost every project that I've talked to you about. Yeah, I'm not a wealthy man. My wife is chagrined at me backing some of these projects. So no excuses. If I can do it, I know you can do it too. So hey guys, Doug Teepuplic's project, Earthworm Jim, take a look at it. Those of you who are familiar with the video game, this is a comic book version, a graphic novel version, telling you the backstory, how Earthworm Jim came to be. It'll be a big one, guys. And from what I've heard about his previous project, I didn't find out till it was too late. On his previous project, Bigfoot Bill, these projects have become collector's items because he does wonderful, stellar books. He comes out and he has printed with these wonderful little extras on there, leather wrapped, embroidered, silver stamped, all this wonderful stuff. I mean, he had an image of I think it was Earthworm Jim or Bigfoot Bill, something stamped on the back of the book. It's like stamped into the back of the into the book, so it's like a little raised image. You guys got to check it out. I actually don't have the book. I said I didn't find out till it was too late. And then when I went on eBay to see if I could find the book, wow, the prices are expensive. I could not in good conscience go to my wife and say, "Hey, honey, can I spend a couple $100 or $1,000 on this Bigfoot Bill when I've still got to pay for brakes, a muffler, and rent next week?" Yeah, my wife's not going to go for that. So anyway, guys, if you can, I did, any little bit helps. Let's go. Let's help this man out. I shouldn't say help him out. The man's sitting at 293,412, but it's a worthwhile investment, and he's got 22 days left on his project. So guys, keep it up. Now, I know you're sitting there saying, well, the other guy's got 8 days, the other guy's got 6, he's got 22. He stretched his out for a while. He's got like a couple months of campaigning on this. Last time when I first saw it, I was like, wow, he's really making this campaign last a while longer. Anyway, but guys, back him. He's a proven entity. Again, the value in the product is there. Next, we have Mike Miller's Lone Star, Soul the Soldier. This is his second book on this character, from what I understand. I was not involved in the previous project. Once again, I didn't even know about Mike Miller until recently. Most of these guys, I found, recently, within the past couple months, most of these guys I found out only because I follow Elliot Fernandez, and there's a group of guys that he's followed, and then I find out from suggestions, and then I also do some research on my own, but not a whole lot. I gotta be honest, I have a very busy schedule. I work a day job, what do they call it, just over broke, GAOB. I have a job, just over broke. So anyway, guys, Mike Miller, Lone Star, Soul the Soldier. Again, looks like a good project. He is currently sitting at a whopping 136,884. And he's got 4 days left on this project. If you want to get in now. If not, 4 days left. Hey, it's going to pass you by, and you're going to miss that. Looks like you're going to miss out on a good project, because I've seen his artwork on Blacklist Universe, and he does some stellar work. Okay, next up we have Monster MD. That's Monster MD, brought to you by Von Klaus. This book, I've said before, the artwork alone just makes me laugh. It makes me chuckle. I mean, from the imagery, it looks like it's going to be a really cool story. I would highly recommend checking it out. Monster MD. He is currently sitting at 20,665, and he's only got 8 days left on his project. Get in while you can before it's too late, guys. Closing time. Clocks are ticking. All right, these projects where they only got 8, 6, 4, and 8 days left. Hey, we gotta move quick, or we're gonna miss out. Next, we have up Andy Smith's Dynamic Hero Templates. This is actually a really cool idea if you guys think about it. Basically, he's giving you templates that you can use when you buy this book, that you can use to help you create your character. That put your own, these images of these of these body types, and then you slap your own little extras on it and create your own ideas out of it. He's giving you models for heads, different shaped heads. It looks like a really cool thing. It's actually for the amateur and professionals. And trust me, there's been days where I'm like, oh my God, I'm having trouble trying to draw when I can't. And something like that might have actually got my creative juices flowing a little easier. Just simply adding little extras, little decorative items to an already drawn figure. Just that kind of stuff helps sparks the animation. Hey, this man's project looks really cool. He was only asking for $5,200, and I think it was like $7 or $250 some dollars or something like that. But he is currently actually $5,275. It's the exact amount. Forgot I had it written down here. He's only got 10 hours left on his campaign. 10 hours left on his campaign, and he is only $1,000, $1,138 away from his goal. Let's help this man out, man. 10 hours left. In 10 hours, can we please drum up enough people to get $1,138? I think we can do it. I think it can be done. Let's make it happen. This man's project's well worthwhile. I have seen his artwork. I have actually some of his books in my bookcase, so I would highly recommend. Let's make a move. Let's make it happen. All right, highly recommend it. All right, so that ends our back to books segment. I am done with that. Whew, thank God. Oh, not that I'm complaining, but I want to get to some artwork. I haven't done any artwork in a while, and I am. Oh, what's going on here? I think I moved something out of place. Give me one moment, folks. I do apologize. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. What the heck is going on here? Something got moved about. You know what? I just did an update on my software. And I think, yeah. Okay. Give me 1 second, folks. I do apologize once again. Something got moved. Something got displaced. Before I go and pull this imagery up, what the heck? That's boom. There we go. And my color source before that. How did this get all screwed up like this? There we go. Wow. Yeah, that's what that is. Okay. Image of my art table. Image of artwork. I moved that. That's what I did. Okay. All these wonderful little windows, and I'm going to mess it up. Boom. There we go. It's what teaches you a lesson when sometimes you overcomplicate things, you make things overcomplicated. And anyway, so here we are in our wonderful little box showing my artwork. Now my plan for today is quite simple. I have done no artwork. I repeat, no artwork since my last video, and I was 3 videos ahead, and I posted my last video. So it's been 2 weeks since I've done the artwork. Should be ashamed of myself, and I am ashamed of myself, but we do what we have to, right? Essentially what I've been give you guys a heads up what's been going on. I suffer from depression. I'm not gonna lie. I'm untreated. I don't use medications, because I did use medications for anxiety, depression once before, and to be quite honest, they affect my creative side. And what's life without your craft, right? When you love drawing, you love doing your artwork. It sucks not being able. Oh, I just realized my background music's not on. Y'all want to hear that, right? There we go. Wish I could hear it. So anyway, right now I'm gonna do some thumbnails. I'm just trying to actually Might not even do that. What I'll do is just do some trying to warm up on some sketches. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I suffer from depression, and sometimes those obstacles seem unsurmountable. But I fight because I realized I'm very self-aware. I realized that I suffer from depression. So when I start getting stupid thoughts, what I call my stupid thoughts in my head, I try to remind myself. Now, sometimes it takes me a while to remind myself that that's exactly what's going on. But because most times I am forcing myself to get out of bed. Because trust me, there are days where I do not feel like getting out of bed. But then I remember that I have a very wonderful wife, 3 sons I love very much, and I'm getting out of bed for them. Because if I don't get out of bed, they don't get fed. Somebody like that little rhyme there? So I'm dealing with a lot of stuff, and I'm trying to get through it. And for the most part, I believe it is what's kept me down most of my life. Because I'll start running full speed at a project. I'm like, ooh, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this, and I'm running, and trying to get myself full steam ahead. Then all of a sudden, a snafu comes into place. Something happens, and it throws me off course. And suddenly, I'm like, crap. There's no way I'm going to get this done. How am I going to get past all this? And that depression, that part of me, that anxiety starts kicking in. And I start self-doubting. And self-doubt is horrible. When you don't have depression. When you don't believe you're good enough. And believe me, I deal with that every day. I do not believe I'm good enough. People tell me all the time that my artwork is awesome. And when I look at my artwork, I see nothing but problems. I'm never happy with my finished product. And I'm being real with everybody. And sometimes my artwork, as much as I love doing it, it is a great release for me. Obviously, I love it, love it so much that I'm willing to stay off of medications so that I can do it, because it does provide me with something. But it also it's like a blessing and a curse for me. As much as it makes me feel good while I'm working on it, and it helps me, it also is my greatest anxiety, because I feel like I'm exposing myself to the world, and I don't feel like I'm good enough. So a lot of the happy and joy that people see me put on in my life is because I'm putting on a show. I'm putting on a mask. And I recently came up with that. Recently realized that. I mean, I kind of sort of knew it all along. But I was self-evaluating last night again while I was operating the trolley, trying to figure out why am I having such a horrible time just getting videos out. I mean, just getting videos out to you guys. I haven't produced a video in 2 weeks. I actually did produce one video with me and my 3 sons, but I forgot to click over to the artwork. So it was just me and my OBS was just me, my sons, and it was showing the slideshow of all my projects, and I'm sitting there talking about this artwork that I'm drawing on the table while I'm talking to my sons. And it wasn't a great show, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, well, maybe it was, because again, I have to remember I'm suffering from depression. So I'm over analyzing, being overcritical of everything I do, thinking that wow, I suck. But then again, I try to remind myself that hey, I've only put out maybe 4, 5 of Lilly Sketchpad videos, and I've already got 7 followers when I originally only had 1. So there's got to be something there. Maybe people are enjoying it. Maybe people are enjoying the honesty that I tell when I'm coming out and talk about what's going on. Maybe people enjoy the stories that I'm telling while you know, the pieces of the story that I'm telling. I don't know. But I get mad at the end of those segments because I realized I don't have what I considered finished quality work to show on there. I mean, to me, it doesn't look good. I'm like, wow, this is just a sketch party, and I'm not happy with the sketches. But again, I try to remind myself that that is most likely all in my head. So, anyway. House got very quiet. My wife was talking over there, and then she got quiet. Maybe she's listening to me talk about my bullshit. Excuse my language. I gotta watch my language. Forgot. I want to try to keep this at least PG rated, right? Anyway, I created this video with my sons on Friday. We were originally going to do a live stream video. I chickened out last minute, and just did it pre-recorded. Well, good thing I did, because to be honest with you, I screwed up because I forgot to click the right screen, and as I said, it was showing a slideshow, and it was not showing the artwork that we were talking about as I was drawing. And you know, my oldest son, he wants to be he talks about possibly becoming a stand-up comedian one time. So, or sometime down the road, he wants to try his hand at stand-up comedy. I personally think it's a pretty good idea. He's pretty funny. Some of his jokes are a little offbeat, but to be honest with you, I think a lot of people's jokes these days are offbeat. I'm not part of the young crowd. That's what I'm starting to realize. I'm no longer the young guy, because the young people, I'm getting to what my parents were years ago. I'm like, my parents just don't get my generation. They don't understand my jokes. Well, now I don't understand my son's generation. I don't get their jokes. So the son has become the father in this situation. Absolutely. So I don't understand all those jokes, but I hear when he tells his stuff, I hear his friends and everybody laughing. So that's a good sign. I think he'd be very good. But anyway, on the video, he came off with an off-color joke. Kind of, kind of racy. But, I was going to leave it in the video anyway. So anyway, I did this video, and I was going to go ahead and post it, but I screwed up. Chose the wrong screen. It didn't show everything. So my son Christian and I came up with this plan. We were going to edit the video and get the video and throw in some of the artwork. And it's almost done, but oh my god, it's an hour-long video. And just in editing, just an hour-long video for us amateurs. I'm not going to say, professionals probably could do it in 5-10 minutes. Go click, and probably even less time than that, and just get it all done. Well, I'm an amateur. Well, he's good. He's very good, actually, at what he does. He doesn't do it for a living all the time either. So it's taking a little longer than we thought. And in the meantime, I was like, well, I'm just going to wait until that video, so I can post that video. I'm missing all this time, and then get sidetracked. Things don't go, rough days, rough projects, dealing with my depression, and it got put off to the side, and unfortunately the video's not made. So, but I was like, you know what? I have got to get on here and talk to you kind folks. Make another video. Push myself to make this happen. Because the only way it's going to happen is if I make the initiative, right? Should I use this pen? See, my other markers are in my bag. These wonderful little sketch sheets. I forget whether or not this thing, I don't know if ink in it or not. Yeah, it does got plenty of ink. I usually don't use these because these are the black cartridge ones. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is the pen I'm talking about. It's got a black cartridge. I usually use the gray cartridges. These are not, the ink is not as shiny and as rich as the one in the gray cartridges. Made by the same company, but it's just a different type of ink. And on top of that, also, this one's not watercolor, not water resistant at all. The other ones, after they dry a little bit, they become water resistant. These are not. No matter how long you wait to dry. Look, I'm going to show you. See? You can see that? I don't know if you guys can see that. Ink smudges. No matter how long you wait, it'll do that all the time. And that's from that's from the ink not being water resistant at all. But anyway, a nice little warm-up sketch. Anyway, enough of my boo-hooing while I'm drawing. What I'm going to talk about now is why am I drawing Batman and not something from my graphic novel that I plan on coming out with. And I do plan on coming out with it. As I said before, it's going to have a prequel. Two prequel books, actually. Not one, but two prequel books. One on the hero and one on a villain that is, to me, it plays an important part because it is the first guy that Temple, or this Temple, particular Colin, takes on himself. Hey, Christian, I'm on making a video, boss. Can we keep it down? All right, I can hear you. So anyway, you got baby spiders all along your ceiling? Oh, Lordy. Kill them. Get them out, or if not kill them, at least pick them up and put them outside. Oh, you killed them already? You don't want to come into the kitchen in your skivvies, though, by the way. My son's wearing his what I call his pajama boxers. He likes to walk around the house in nothing but in these boxers that are pajama boxers. They're not real like boxers. They got like the printed shows and stuff on them, the little stuff on them, but they're boxers. I try to justify that the printed boxers are pajama boxers because I don't want to think about my 19-year-old son walking around the house in nothing but his skivvies. Hint, Christian? Yeah. Did you get the hint? Yeah. It's like, put some pants on, son. You hear him? I don't know if you guys can hear him in the background. I was actually going to say, hey, Christian, come on over here on the show. But then I looked over and saw he was in his boxers. And I was like, no, don't come over here in the show. This is like, so anyway, well, where were we? Oh, what I've been up to and what I plan to do and what's going on. So why you see me drawing Batman right now is because my wife and I did this wonderful, cool project together and really, really liked it. I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the outcome. For once in a very long time, I actually enjoyed what I saw of the finished product that I did, and I didn't have, or I should say, I had a hand in. It was a collaboration, and it was a Batman piece. If y'all haven't seen it, go on to Instagram. And you're gonna look up my site, my thing of Force One Studios, or my Thomas H. Lilly 3 Instagram, or you can go to Dye's Studio Designs. Yes, that's Dye Studio Designs Instagram, and it's on all three of those. But it was a project we did together. She had fun doing it. I had fun doing it, and it was something different for her. It wasn't so different for me, but I just really enjoyed the outcome. I was really pleased with it. It had a lot to do with her. So I had this wonderful idea. I was like, honey, we should do more of these and sell them. But we did this one. I'm skipping ahead. We did this one for my son. It was a graduation gift. It was used Batman with Batman Arkham Knight bat symbol. It was coming into the cape and cowl, or not the cape and cowl, but the head and the cowl of Batman. And as I used, I had it coming into, or the ears from the cowl being the points on the bat symbol, and then the head coming down, and then it had the wings coming off in the background. And it was the Arkham Knight bat symbol, because my son is really into Batman Arkham Knight. He loves that bat symbol, loves the way Batman looks in that. And I kind of tried to keep with that, somewhat with that theme, with the way the Batman head looks and all that. But I have to admit, there's a part of the Batman that I like in there too. There's the kind of a little bit of a mix of the two, the style of the Batman that I like, the style of the Batman he likes, just so I could get it drawn. But ultimately, it came out to be a really awesome project. He really loved it, went over really well, and I just had this idea. I was like, honey, we should do this again, do another Batman, different type of Batman, but another Batman, and then but also do like maybe an Aquaman, a Superman, and maybe I might even do some Marvel characters in there, maybe an Incredible Hulk or something like that. But do a series of these, and then wood burn them like she did with her. She did a wood burning plaque of that character and that design onto a placard, and try to sell them. And she's like, that's a good idea, but we got to make sure it sells, because she doesn't want to put the time into for it not to sell. So I'm promoting it here now, that you know that I'm working on starting off with 3 heroes that I got a feeling would sell very well. And I'm actually thinking about changing the idea. I was thinking Batman, Aquaman, and Superman. But I might actually change it. Instead of doing Batman, Aquaman, Superman, maybe you guys leave me comments. Let me know what you think. Maybe doing a Batman, Aquaman, Wolverine. Superman's one of my favorite all-time superheroes. Ever since I was a kid, I have been a Superman fan. I love Superman. But for some odd reason, he's not getting the love and appreciation from the world today. I think because as cynical as the world is, Superman represents, to me, I think what's going on personally, I think Superman represents something that a lot of people believe we can't achieve no more, which is a shame. Everybody's lost hope. And they're like, it's unrealistic for somebody to be that good a guy. It's impossible. Nobody's that good. It's too fake. It's too unreal. And I've actually heard people say that. Because nobody's that good. Because they don't believe they're that good. But I think we've lost lost sight of. Okay, well, and I think it's also one of the reasons why probably a lot of people who were Christians aren't Christians anymore, is because it was like I can never achieve that. There's no way there was somebody ever that good. There's no way I could ever achieve that. So rather than believe that we're not worthy or not capable or inferior, in fear we reject. That's the only thing I can come up with. I mean, it's one possible theory. I don't know, but and I'm still trying to figure out why Man of Steel didn't do so well. A lot of people beat that movie up. I liked the movie. I enjoyed it for what it was. Batman was a little. Superman was a little. Excuse me, Batman. Superman was a little dark because he's not supposed to be that dark. But it was another. What do you call it? What do they call that? Story portrayal, but yeah, not portray, portrait, a different idea, someone else's idea. Yeah, of what they would think Superman would be. And I haven't read Superman comic book in a while. I actually haven't read a whole lot of comic books. I'm kind of selective these days in my older age of what comic books I buy, what I'm reading, and it has a lot to do with the fact that you know, I'm older. I got more responsibilities. It's not like I was when I was in my teens and I was in high school, or when I was in college, or even when I was in my early 20s when I had no responsibilities. I can't afford to just go out and plop down $40 in 1 week on comic books. Now, I used to be able to do that kind of stuff when we were younger, and I used to do that. I would go. I made I made $75 or $125 a week in a pizza shop, and I would easily, before I went to college, easily plop down anywhere between 25, 30, sometimes $70 in 1 week just in comic books, and still manage to have a car, insure the car, gas the car, and drive from Pennsylvania down to Delaware to hang out with my friends and go to the movies. I'm trying to still figure out how I manage that, because I'm trying to figure out right now, how can I afford to pay for a new exhaust, get the exhaust fixed, the brakes fixed, and pay my rent. I also get my car inspected, which is due come I think it's September actually, and my registration, which is due in August, and it is June 20th. Woo. So that brings me down. Anybody want to buy some artwork? Like, I'm gonna be selling some artwork soon. I'm gonna be coming up with some finished pieces. Try to make some extra quiche. Did you put a pair of pants on? Good. Here. Put a headphone on. Plug yourself in. Let's talk. I'm going to switch this over, guys. Give me 1 moment. Is that the one? That's not the one. That is the one. All right. This piece I'm going to show you, or the layer I'm showing you, is going to say Matthew, Christian, and Vinny, but it actually is only Christian on here because the other two are upstairs sleeping. Teenagers, 2:30 in the afternoon, and they're sleeping. Hey, listen. 1 second. Which mic is? Try it now.
Hello? 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 Yeah, I think that's the one.
Cool. Oh, put that down to the yellow there.
Yeah, there we go. Oh.
There you go. Cool. That is my son, Christian. The guy I
Yo.
was talking about. So, anyway, Christian,
Yeah.
how are we looking on the editing of that video? I'm gonna put him on the line. It's like, have we done anything with the editing of that video that I was supposed to put out Monday?
Dude, I've got a whole bunch of shit I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
I'm on and off looking for a job.
Yeah, I know. I'm teasing you. You said you were upstairs rendering on something. What were you rendering?
I'm trying to see if I can get something in Blender to render out. I made a ball, a transparent ball that's burning, and I'm gonna use that to put in the background for that one picture of Ghost Rider I colored.
Okay.
See if I can do that at all, and if I think it looks good, I might just render out like a whole video, have that go in the background so it actively has moving fire.
Oh, okay. That's for Ghost Rider.
Yep.
Cool.
So
this kid knows what he's talking about, knows what he's doing. See, I told you. He does some really cool color work too. He just got to do some tweaking, and I told him that. The comic book coloring, and I wanted to color my book, but he sounds like he's not really interested in doing that, right? No.
I've heard this before, and someone said it perfectly. Talent does not equal desire. I may have a talent for it. I do not particularly desire to do so.
Okay. That's all you gotta say. If you're not interested in doing it, that's fine. Let me ask you a question. Are you interested in editing my video?
Yeah.
Okay.
I edit things all the time.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, it's just
You got a lot of other things.
Yeah.
A lot of other let's say, what do they call that? Oh my god, why is my brain not working?
I have had plenty of those days where you just scatterbrained. You're like, stroke day.
Yeah. Got a lot of irons in the fire.
Exactly.
That's the word I was looking for. Irons in the fire. You got a lot of irons in the fire. So, as I was telling them in the video, right now what I'm working on, I'm just warming up with Batman. I'm just drawing a bunch of little versions of Batman, trying to figure out what version of Batman I'm going to use for this. But I was telling them about the project I did for Matthew's, or your mom and I did for Matthew's graduation gift, and I was telling them I was talking to your mom, and we're looking at the very real possibility of drawing or doing that again with some other characters. One more Batman piece, different than the last, but because we don't want to do the same thing. That gift, that image that we created for Matt was specifically for Matt.
Yeah.
I don't want to cheapen it by mass producing it and putting it out there a bunch of people. So, but I'll come up with a different Batman. And your mom's gonna wood burn it, and we're thinking about doing Aquaman. I was thinking about doing Superman, and I want your thoughts on this. I was thinking about doing Superman, but then I realized that right now Superman is not a hot item.
Yeah.
A lot of people really aren't into the Superman, and I think it has a lot to do with, as I was explaining to the kind folks in the video that were watching the video, I think it has a lot to do with the fact that to them in this day and age, the idea or concept of Superman is just too far out. He's too good. He's too much of a goody two shoes, and people want a little bit, because I think
they want a little bit of a baddie in there.
Exactly. That's the reason why these anti-heroes seem to be taking off so well.
Yeah.
It's because everybody we're back to the age of where we were in the early 1900s when we used to watch Bonnie and Clyde videos or movies about Bonnie and Clyde and the bad guys, and we almost put them up,
or like gangster movies.
Movies where people are like, okay, because times are so tough right now and so hard that we want we want something that vents our frustration. A lot of people are just frustrated and angry right now. What do you think of that idea?
Yeah, that, and I think Superman, he's a bit too powerful. He's got very few weaknesses. So it just seems like you constantly have to keep making things stronger and stronger to take him out.
Oh.
And it kind of gets old because eventually you're just like, okay, yeah, what's next? Is he going to fight God himself and lose? Like, yeah, I arm wrestled Jesus and lost.
Yeah. I don't know. I always kind of like that. I like me. I like the fact that instead of his, I think for a lot of people, it might be also a fact that his stories are intellectual, because most of his battles aren't most of his conflicts, because he's physically able to handle a lot of things, a lot more than any other creature out there. But so a lot of his conflicts, and I think they probably should delve into this more, are internal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His strive, because he is so powerful, to do the right thing, even though he probably, and I mean, he can walk up to a criminal and just and pop, with a flick of his, finger, pop a crook's head, like literally like this, come to your forehead, and you just hear the head go, the brain smatter and everything just out. You know what I mean? He's that powerful. Man, but because he grew up with the parents he grew up with, and because of thank God for the Kents, because you imagine if he didn't have the Kents and he had no morality,
oh God, Superman is an anti-hero. That's something you don't want.
And I think that's actually when I was reading about that new thing, Brightburn. Is that what it's called, Brightburn? Or is it that? You know what I'm talking about? The YouTube video. Hand me my cell phone.
All right.
I think it's Brightburn or Brightborn or something like that.
But
there's a give me 1 second. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is.
But I know I know one other franchise that's having the same problem as Superman right now.
What's that?
It's Dragon Ball, because the thing is it started out real small. They were only fighting like superpowered people. Then they went into superpowered aliens. Then they went into the whole Majin Buu Super Saiyan saga. And now they're literally gods. And you're like, yeah, we got to find a power level beyond God. And it's just like, okay, yeah. Now you're just pushing it. It's not fun anymore.
So you think it's because the beings are too powerful?
Yeah.
But they tried to diminish Superman's power by making in the New 52. He wasn't as powerful. He couldn't, you know what I mean? And it was like, it was different. And people still didn't get into it. Why? I guess once you went down the road, possibly, it just, you've already taken it. And
yeah, the thing is once people have gotten used to like a certain thing, they tend to once they wander away from something, going, yeah, okay, this ain't for me. It's hard for them to come back to it.
It's hard to get that audience back.
Yeah. It's not like video games where it's a bunch of nostalgic twits sitting there trying to go, oh, is the next one gonna be good? Oh no, it's not.
Oh, you just peed off a good portion of my audience with that comment, by the way.
Okay, I think we can all agree Call of Duty Infinite Warfare sucked.
Oh,
okay. Everyone knows it did. Let's not kid ourselves. We're all just praying that the new Call of Duty is going to be the good one that brings Call of Duty back.
Okay. All right. So, but anyway, so that brings me back to what I was talking about before. I was thinking of just doing Instead of doing a Superman piece as one of the pieces, maybe going with a Marvel character. I was thinking maybe Wolverine.
Yeah.
Maybe even a Captain America. I don't know. It's something that would catch. Iron Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Iron Man, definitely. He's a big guy.
Does Iron Man have an insignia, though? I forget.
I think his insignia is literally just his arc reactor.
The arc reactor itself on
Yeah.
his chest is the insignia? Because that's the thing. That's part of the design I'm going to put in all of them. It's going to be the insignia. Like the Batman thing. The Batman symbol thing, or the Batman, what I want to do with it is the idea I had. And as I said, I'm just trying, right now I'm drawing Batman just to try to figure out how I want Batman to look.
Yeah,
in
like,
this. But what my plan is, and I'll do a real quick rough sketch here. Let's put this down here. I'll do a real quick thumbnail here. My plan is what I want is this. I'm going to put, see if you can, tell me if you can see this in the video.
I can see it, yeah.
Okay. So here's my work area. Okay. My plan is I'm going to have Batman over here. Right. And he's just going to be standing there.
Yeah.
Kind of leg up deal. And it's, again, this is, forgive the roughness of it, but he's going to be standing on top of a gargoyle on the side of the building. It's going to be, you know, very Gotham-esque style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The gargoyle right here. And then you're going to have the cityscape in the background. Right? And it's going to be dark. And I got to keep, the key is, I also got to remember, I got to keep this very simple because your mom's going to be wood burning this. So the design's got to be relatively simple. So that's why you're going to be seeing a lot of lights and darks. It's just going to be lights and darks. A simplistic design that makes it easy to burn. But then I'm going to have the bat symbol over here in the sky.
Yeah.
And that's all it's going to be. I think it would simple, dramatic, and effective at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that because I kept this simple, or because the not simple, but because the imagery will be very dramatic, that'll be something somebody would be interested in spending $100 on a wood burn plaque with this imagery on it to hang on their wall.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because essentially that's what we're looking at, the cost. Mom and I were talking. We're going to split it. A 70-30 split.
Yeah.
I'm giving your mom the 70%. I'm taking the 30%. Because while I'm drawing the image, you know,
she's doing the hard part.
She's doing, yeah, to me, that seems like the really hard part because she's trying to figure out how to translate that in that imagery.
And she's got to have a steady hand for it, too.
Yeah, she's got to translate that imagery onto the that comic book style injury, or that comic book style imagery onto wood from a wood, you know, from this picture that I'm drawing to and translate that onto wood. She's got the hardest task. I mean, for me to draw Batman, it's not that hard.
Yeah,
I've drawn Batman enough. Well, it's not easy either, but I can make it work, and I can keep the image simple enough that it doesn't take me a long time to do it. Because the one thing I got to remember is I'm only, you know, right now I'm doing this part, this trying to figure this out for me, for my purposes.
Ooh.
Oh, emergency warning, flash flood warning. Okay, shut up.
Suddenly the whole place gets flooded. Video ends.
No, let's not go there. Please, 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 please.
I think I might have figured out why the last time we tried doing this, this didn't turn out too well, where like the one window wasn't what it was supposed to be. It's because in the preview here you see they've switched places.
Yeah, I selected the wrong thing. I have one of them. I have one of them where as I'm doing my artwork, watch, I'll show you real quick. As I'm doing my artwork, I have one right here.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I have different setups. That's the one with the artwork. If I want to, let me show you real quick. I'm so you folks understand what's going on with the other video. See one side.
Oh, so you can fade it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I faded in the wrong one. That's all that happened. You understand?
I see.
That side, the left side, you see at the top. You read the top. It says preview. The other side shows the program, what people are saying.
Okay.
Okay. So bam, and I can flip it back. And that's what happened. It was completely my fault. I had it set on the wrong page.
Oof.
Yeah, and I didn't realize because I'm sitting here looking over the preview side, not the program side while I'm doing the video. But that's also one of the reasons why I'm looking at possibly getting, or not possibly, I will be getting, there's a mount that I can put on the side of the table. It's just going to be a straight bar.
Yeah.
Right, and it has a mount for your a monitor. And what I plan on doing is like a little thing for like one of those things on the back. You hook your monitor or bolt your monitor onto it.
Yeah.
I want to get that for back there. I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna get the bolt on. I just want a small monitor. I'm looking at used ones, pre-owned ones, refurbished ones, trying to keep the cost down because I don't want to spend $100 on a monitor.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it down to really, really cheap. So I'm gonna get a monitor for right there, and I'm gonna mount my camera, put the camera on top of the monitor,
so you can see comments and all that.
So and then I'll be able to have all this right there and comments. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and that makes it great for multitasking too, because
exactly.
You have 2 different screens.
Mm-hmm. I can do behind the scenes editing, and nobody will be able to see it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If I want to do a thing which the OBS allows you to do is do a window sharing or a screen share. So I can actually share a window in one of my, like where it's showing my artwork. If I'm doing something on the computer, I can show just the window that I'm working on, but it'll be on the, you know what I mean? And I can but I can still keep this out. Like this will show the window I'm doing artwork with comments and all that. But then the other one shows on the other screen with the computer showing the window or just or the display share. You know what I'm saying?
You can sit there and go, I can watch Netflix and read your comments. Screw you people.
I wouldn't do that because, yeah, how am I going to watch for Netflix? People will be able to hear me. It's like, hey, is that?
You're watching Luke Cage in the background? Maybe.
That would get me a copyright strike.
Yeah.
On YouTube. Oh, yeah. So anyway, what time's my little thing down the corner down there say? There's a little time thing.
Old time code, 58 minutes, 59 seconds.
58 minutes. Okay. So
59 minutes now. So
59 minutes. Yep, it's getting time for me to wrap up this video. I always swore I was going to try to keep these videos down around an hour. And so that brings me, and not only that, but it's almost 3 o'clock, and that means I got to start getting ready to go to work. Oh, fun! Got to go to my just
fun.
over broke
Adult life.
Yeah, when are you going to join, by the way?
In the process of trying, boss man.
I gotta bust his stones and throw a little jabs on there. Sorry, I'm his dad. I'm not supposed to be easy on him. That's his mom's job. His mom's supposed to be easy on him. I'm supposed to be hard on him.
I find it funny you think mom is easy.
I know she's not easy. She's hard. You're getting it from both ends, right?
Oh, yeah. Getting spit roasted over here.
Wow. Okay, well, folks, thank you very much once again for joining us here on Lilly Sketchpad. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. If you like the show and you want to see more of it, please subscribe, like, and follow me. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I don't go on to Twitter too much. Social media. It's another thing. I do apologize to the ones that are following me right now. I have not posted a whole lot on Instagram because Instagram is a visual medium, And as I said before, I haven't done a whole lot of artwork the past couple weeks. I've been doing more writing than anything on my graphic novel, and writing for the prologue stories, the not prequels. I won't call them prologue stories. The prologues dealing with Rummy and with with Colin, the next temple. Anyway, thank you once again very much for joining us. It's time for me to roll out. Say goodbye, Christian.
Autobots roll out.
Have a nice one, folks. Take it easy now.